Hi, Mr. Minnick here with help for functions worksheet number 2. So here we have a takeoff of the Maze 1 demo project in Python. And we have a constant. Notice move amount equals 10. Some turtle stuff happens here. You don't really need to know about that here. And the function move up is given to you as an example. And now you have to fill in 3 lines of code for move down. Well, the first line of code in the body of a function should always be a descriptive comment using single quotes instead of a hashtag, and it should explain the purpose of that function. Move player down. And you do need, unlike the hashtag, single quotes need closing single quotes at the end. Okay, I am going to mimic move up, new y equals player.y coordinate. And what's the only difference here, Xavier? Instead of this tail end, what do I have to change this to? Sorry, I caught you off guard. John Senick? Ooh. Minus move amount. Very good. If you're moving down, that means you're moving along the y-axis, and you're moving down towards that negative 200, and that means you're getting more negative, minus move amount. And then you have to set the new position by typing player.setY. Not set X. That would make no sense if you're moving up and down. This could be done on one line of code if you want to watch the previous video. This could have been done as one line of code and I'd give you full credit. Okay, move left. Hey, somebody named Samantha. What would be used to fill in the blank there on move left? Right there. If you're moving left, that means you're moving in that direction along the x-axis. And I gave you this part of it, what's left to do. Mimic this. Okay, she said something like something move amount. I'm not sure what she said before move amount. What goes in there? Minus or plus if you're going that direction on the x-axis. Yeah, see, I put her on the spot. Sorry about that. And let's erase that little scribble there. Okay, so moving left is always minus. Moving to the right is plus. Okay, moving right. Oh, right here it is. It's got to be plus. I just answered the next question accidentally. So this next question, Christian, should be plus move amount. Roll back here in the center where you're not near a desk. Like Christian, roll your chair back right there in the center of the room. Okay, now move right turbo. This is a function that's just made up down here that moves twice as far to the right with the right arrow key pressed. Double as far, if you will. So I'm just taking move right and I'm doubling it. So I'm rewriting new x, which is legal here, equals player.x coordinate. And some students, their way of doing this was plus move amount and then plus another move amount. That is a total of 20 since each move amount is 10. That would be a legal answer, and I give people full credit for that. You still need the second line of code, though. Player.setX new x. And by the way, that's a lowercase x. And the indentation has to be exact. But there are other ways to do this, perhaps in red. Instead of all this, you could do 2 multiplication, star, that is, move amount. A way not to do this would be to perhaps in, say, blue here, no, black. A wrong answer would be 2 times move amount with a dot, because that only works in math class. And you can't do this parentheses stuff either for multiplication. That's illegal. So that is not allowed. You have to use the star or just do move amount plus move amount. Okay, moving diagonal up and right. Now let's scratch our head and think about this. You want to do the right movement, so you recopy, sorry about this, you recopy these 2 lines of code for moving right. So I'm going to save time by just arrowing down and pretending that you rewrote all that code right there. But in addition to moving to the right, you also want to move up. So let's find on this move up. Eyeballs up here, quiet at the door. This is the move up code, and I'll put like a star there so that that star code would go then here. And this we'll call like the triangle code. So that's there, and the stars below it for a total of 4 lines of code. And that would work for moving diagonal. The turtle originally here would end up showing up here diagonally up into the right. And sorry, this was a typo. I'll fix it later today. That was meant to be up, player up and to the right, because the name of the function moved diagonal upright. Sorry about that, 2016 students. That was my bad, as they say. I've never said that before in my life because I don't remember ever making a mistake. So that's my first ever my bad. Recorded on video. If anybody's even still watching at 6 minutes into this video. And now that's Miguel saying that I've made a lot more mistakes in my life. And I disagree with him. I will see him after school. All names have been changed. That wasn't really Miguel. There was somebody else in this room that was talking. Maybe her name was Izzy. And I disagree with her if she says I made any other mistakes in my life. Back to this. Hey, there's a slick way, Mr. Spencer, to have done this in 2 lines of code rather than 4 lines of code. Do you know a way to do this in 2 lines of code? I do. Here it is. Instead of those messy new X, this and that, you could have just done this. Move right, empty parentheses, and move left. No, move up. And I'm not sure if we need the parentheses or not. With or without those parentheses, this would still get the job done and move the turtle from here to here in the end, diagonally. Because when this executes behind the scenes, the computer goes up and does the move right stuff. So you don't have to actually put that code here. That is like the same thing as those 2 lines of code. Then the computer would do move up, which is the code that you can't see right now on the screen, and that acts as 2 lines of code. So that would be a nice way to do that answer also. And I guess you could also do move up and then move right. Because in the end, as long as the turtle is diagonally up and to the right, I'd be happy with this answer. So either order would be fine there. This, or this first and then that. And last of all, fill in the blanks for this worksheet. Further down the page here, sorry, my video is not there, lined up there. Moving down when the arrow is pressed. This is easy. Screen.onKey, all lowercase, parentheses. I'm sloppy here, sorry about that. Parentheses, moving down. Move down. And then you would need the down arrow key in Python is represented here by down with quotes around it. Is there any problem with this, Serafina? Yep, that would be a -1 point there, lowercase d. It's got to be a capital D, good eye. It's got to be a capital D because up here, wherever move down was typed out, you can't see it. It used a capital D, and therefore it's got to be consistent and accurate. Have a wonderful day.